So I have this Ford 2000 here, and a lot of people really love this tractor, and they ask me a lot of questions about it. I'm going to be talking about what I like about this tractor, what I don't like about it, and kind of just do an overview of it. So first off, they're a good looking tractor, and a lot of people really like this tractor for whatever reason. I got the 826, I got the 4430, and people always are attracted to this over those two. It's really weird. But I must say it is a sharp little looking tractor, and I really enjoy it. Now I do have the panel, it's just off with this battery right now. Starting with the pros of this tractor, I would say is the weight. With this 3-cylinder diesel, the tractor is pretty heavy, and it does stay planted on the ground really well. It's good for traction. Now, second off is the 3-cylinder diesel, which I probably should have said first. This battery tray has a bolt, but usually this swings out, so you have full access to the top of the motor. It's a great little engine. I really have no complaints about this engine. It's been running great for the past 2 years that I've had this tractor. Very reliable little diesel. Like I said, I've done very little maintenance to this thing, the occasional oil change, battery, stuff like that, and it's been very good to me. It's not the fastest starting tractor I have, but definitely when it is warm, it does start right up. Some diesels start better than others. Another thing I really love about this tractor is the transmission. You have plenty of gears on this thing. You got high and low, and it's all I can ask for. It gets the job done. I have plenty of torque, and in high 6, I have more than enough speed for this thing. I will say that most of the gears are geared in the lower range, though. Now, compared to an 8N, you do sit considerably higher on this tractor, but it is, ideal for raking. You have a good view of everything. You can see just fine. Tires too, it's got a decent set of tires on here. In my opinion, they're the perfect height for this tractor, and I really have no complaints. You can get these in gas and diesel, and they're really easy to work on. Now, you don't have gauges like you see on, some of the older Fords, like the Jubilee, the 8N, but still, you have basically what you have. You have your RPM, you have your battery, if you're charging or not. You have the option for turn signals here on this dash. Mind you, this is an aftermarket dash. And then you got temp, fuel. It doesn't have a sending unit on here. But, it's pretty much all you need. And I think there is an oil light there. Coming to the back of the tractor, it's pretty standard for what you'd expect on a Ford. Nothing really special here. It's simple and it gets the job done. Now down to the things I don't like. This tractor is very heavy and it doesn't have power steering. So even when you're moving, you have to put a considerable amount of strength into this tractor to turn. Now, when you're on this thing for, say, 5 hours, it does get a little tiring. But, it's one of those things that you just suck up. Now, I know people buy power steering kits for, say, the Ford 8Ns, but I have a Ford 8N, and this thing is a whole different animal than that tractor. It's just so much heavier. They're not even in the same weight class. Another thing I could say I dislike about this tractor is the neutral safety switch. It was an absolute pain in the ass, and I had to take all the covering off here to get to it because the tractor just would not start. Now, the thing you'll see here is these are the 2 wires coming from the neutral safety switch, and as you can see, the connections are mirrored here, so if you ever need to bypass it, you literally just pull it apart and you push these together. Now, I understand the neutral safety switch is there for a reason, but in my opinion, it just really wasn't a good design. They're known on these tractors for causing issues, and I'm honestly surprised that they even have one on these tractors. Now, the rubber piece is worn out, and I am concerned about water getting in there, so I am going to take that right out someday and plug that off with a bolt or something. But other than that, I think that these are an absolutely great tractor for anyone, who needs a raking tractor or do brush hogging or something. They're heavier than an 8N, but they're still a pretty small tractor. You can comfortably plow and cultivate with them. And really, my saying is, if you can't do it with a Ford 2000, you just need a bigger tractor. Because it's pretty much in an ideal spot as far as horsepower reading. They are a 30 horsepower tractor, but they have plenty of torque for their build. And with the weight, you can keep traction pretty easy. I hope that if you are deciding on buying one of these, that you consider it, because they are a great tractor, and I hope that this video can help you out a bit. Now, if you're just watching for the sake of watching, I just want to say thanks for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already to see more videos like this.